Kept you waiting, huh?
Several games, including the 2018 PlayStation 4 exclusive God of War, may be heading to PC, according to a new data mine for GeForce Now. Oh god, I hope not! Why? More money for Sony. Plus, we'll get people wanting more, buying PlayStation Now, etc. Win-win. But the values of wanting a PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
No, PlayStation 5 is getting it fast. Y'all can't even get remasters day and date. LOL!
Well, as a PlayStation owner, I really got put off by Guerrilla Games' game going to PC. So if more PlayStation exclusives go to PC, then I might as well just buy a PC then. And I'm saying that from someone who has PlayStation in his blood. I'm your #1 fan. My blood is blue. I can't wait for Sony to put over God of War 18 and Uncharted 4 and lose the entirety of their market to PC. Jim Ryan doesn't see the writing on the wall. The fans, the players, giving up Sony for the enemy. He is walking into the jaws of hell itself and doesn't realize it. That's true. As a fellow Twitter connoisseur, I also know more about the console market and Sony's financials than the CEO of PlayStation himself. If Jimmy Boy isn't checking the fees of the most hardcore Sony PlayStation fans to learn how to run the business, then I don't know what to say.
Well, actually, this is the origin of the rumor. The article only consists of the third pick you posted out of the 3. Did you make up the first 2? Also, the article shows Super Mario Bros. And we know Nintendo has no PC plans. It even shows Dolphin Emulator, destroyed with facts and logic. Checkmate, PC gamers! Nice damage control going on here. Keep denying the inevitable. Damn, y'all better actually just be hoping and praying you don't have to get a PlayStation 5. As a reminder, God of War will be on PC. Are y'all listening yet? Nah. Top dogs like God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted, Spider-Man, etc. will not make it to PC, especially God of War. It is one of the oldest PlayStation IPs and PlayStation mascot. Titles like Days Gone, Infamous, or games as a service like Predator Hunting Grounds, already released, are more likely. Sources? Just trust me, bro. Why, Sony? Why? No! It can't be true! For sake! My life has no meaning anymore! What? Then why the hell am I Sony Console Force Infinix is going to be anyway? God of War going to PC? What the f*** did I waste $750 PlayStation 5 when I could have just bought a $1,200 PC and wanted to use to play games for a different console instead? Fuck you all video games, just scream about the truth! I paid many times my money on the black market and bought a PlayStation 4 worth $1,500 to enjoy exclusive games. But you put the games on a PC for exclusive games and a PlayStation brand, which I really liked. But now I'm very upset with you. Speak this louder. Today, our dear PlayStation betrayed. Not that PC fans will probably find those games. They are not PlayStation fans and loyal supporters. Our primary goal when bringing God of War to PC was to highlight the exceptional content the team created and leverage the powerful hardware that the platform offers to create a uniquely breathtaking and high-performance version of the game. WTF! Ignoring the PlayStation 5 hardware as always. Thanks, Sony! Ah! Pass this on to all the clueless Sony ponies. I told you not trust this PlayStation exclusive PC port BS. This is just a start. It's getting worse and worse for console gamers like Paid Online. Thank you, Microsoft, for this BS. PlayStation gamers, we need to rise against Jim Ryan. I just think this is bad news for PlayStation. Nintendo would never do this. It's
It's one of the reasons you buy PlayStation is a great exclusive game. I know there's a lot of PC people that just want to have one system and play everything. Why don't you play your huge backlog?
Kind of defeats the purpose of having a PlayStation. People buy consoles for exclusives. If they're just going to release the PlayStation exclusive on PC, then there is no real reason to have a console.
Yep, they are absolute scum running PlayStation now. Liars and snake oil salesmen. The people who buy the console are forgotten and treated like second-class citizens. And Sony are all about PC and mobile now. Well, they get pissed off. I'm canceling all my pre-orders. I have Horizon Forbidden West Collector's Edition paid off in GameStop. I'll be getting a damn refund and putting it towards a PC. And I won't buy their games there either now.
Extremely disappointing that they're wasting time and resources for PC instead of the PlayStation players who have supported this company through the good times and the bad.
Well, as someone who purchased 5 or 6 games per year on PlayStation, last one was Returnal, I won't buy a single game or console from Sony ever again. I really regret why I did buy a PlayStation 5. Sony, don't beg for mercy later when the PC pirates don't give you the money you want. Not one good exclusive for the entire second half of the year. And you're putting God of War on PC? How tone deaf are you fools? We are paying more. We are paying through the nose for hardware and games and getting less and less as customers. I want the divorce papers, Jim Ryan. I want the divorce right now. Screw it. We'll just use PlayStation 5 as a glorified PlayStation 4. PC and piracy seems to be the future Sony wants. What happens when the company is run by someone who probably doesn't even play games nor understand what it is that makes PlayStation successful for their players? I clearly know more than Sony's financial and marketing department. They should hire me instead. Am I supposed to be thankful for this? But more people get to play the game. So when it's announced God of War Ragnarok is pushed back to 2023 this time next year, it won't be because Sony were forced to Santa Monica to accept about this. Will they be thankful then? Will they really be that happy for Sony that they got a few measly thousand sales on PC? Sales that will never get anywhere close to the 3 million so they want to PlayStation 4? Will the God of War Ragnarok delay me totally worth it then? Another week goes by in 2021 and another Sony stunt that only hurts their brand more than does good. When is it going to stop? When is it? When does the pain end? The entire second half of the year have barely one good game. Not to mention exclusive, and then they top it off with this slap in the face. I mean, I really feel like they hate us as fans. Don't say you were not warned. You're putting PlayStation into eventual decline with these moves. The people who spend money on your store and who basically do free marketing and spread positive word of mouth will all be gone pretty fast if you continue down this road. You'll never sell over 100 million ever again. I told you, Sony. I performed the cost-benefit analysis.
The problem with PlayStation is they hate their fans. They really have a deep hatred for us. I don't know why. We adore the developers and the personalities, and then they do stuff like this. It is actually so terrible to be a PlayStation fan right now.
It's about greed.
Yep, PlayStation these days is just a disgusting company. Cheap out and lie to their own customers and nickel and dime them into oblivion.
Another exclusive prostituted by Jim Ryan. Even Santa Monica says Sony consoles are trash. This is all your fault, Jim Ryan. I will never get my son back because of you, Jim Ryan. I hate you.
Well said, Jim Ryan is the worst thing happened to PlayStation.
Hey, PlayStation, fuck off. off! You want me to buy a PC? Is this what we're doing here? Done!
Seems like only PlayStation and Nintendo fans understand the value of exclusives. Meanwhile, the PC elitists have taken over the blog, trying to convince us otherwise. I hate you so much. This is going to get more PlayStation gamers to migrate to PC instead of the other way around. Vote with your wallets, my fellow console gamers. Let the PC parts fund them from now. We'll see where that gets them in this industry. Gamers, rise up! Rise up!
Precisely!
But PlayStation seem to not know the difference. They don't know their own fans and are listening to people that want them ruined. People that pray every day for PlayStation to close down. Oh, the horror! The horror! If these stupid people continue to defend these tragic moves, new games will start coming to PC on day one, and there'll be zero damn reason to buy PlayStation console. They didn't even consider a native PlayStation 5 version for God of War. They're just looking to get money from the PC base thanks to these stupid defenders.
Wow, the people here complaining are acting all immature and entitled. They're acting like Sony has gone third party for Xbox.
No, the entire ones are the PC gamers that have attacked and bullied and caused as much trouble as they could cause. They think every game should be on their stupid Excel machines. I buy a Nintendo for their games. Why shouldn't you buy a PlayStation for their games that were funded from our money as all the PlayStation customers, huh?
My son decided last year that he wanted a PlayStation 5 instead of a PC. We looked everywhere and finally got one for 800 here. Now my son came to me saying the games he likes are going to PC and he wants a PC instead, like all the streamers he watches. It was a terrible hassle to get this stupid machine in the first place. It's pretty disgraceful how Sony messes people about, saying games are exclusive 1 minute and then changing their minds the next. I can only get 500 now for a used PlayStation 5, so it has been a total waste, and my son is very upset with how things turned out. Never will I buy another Sony product. Jim Ryan, you should do a better job at parenting my son. What did I pay you for, huh?
I won't recommend anyone to buy a PlayStation 5 after this. As a lifelong PlayStation fan, I bid you farewell. Don't give this scummy company any more money. Just wait for the games to be on PC with better performance, regional pricing stores, and free online. Oh, imagine the horror of having consumer-friendly features. Oh, the horror.
This will eventually kill the platform, I tell you that. An exclusive should remain exclusive for many years, especially if it's the most iconic saga that the brand has. This will just give people a reason to wait until it's on PC.
There are 1,365 days between the launch of God of War on PlayStation 4 and the PC version. Can we consider that time frame as many years?
Keep defending this if you want. This only gives Sony the reason to go day and date on PC.
I won't recommend anyone to buy a PlayStation 5 after seeing the PlayStation flagship coming to PC.
PlayStation is done, mate. Just wait and play their games on PC with free online and regional pricing stores.
Jim Ryan, the death of PlayStation is at hand.
Jim Ryan.
Cutthroat Sony, now cutting down one fan base for another.
This is it. Moving to Xbox where they have actually exclusive games.
Big L PlayStation. Big L. Moving to Nintendo possibly. They have exclusive. Terrible news. Sony is doing stupid things, copying Xbox. Now PlayStation has no games since they are PC. True PlayStation fans realize this is the beginning of the end of the PlayStation console. It's a sad day for PlayStation loyals and a great day for PC gamers. Big L PlayStation. Sad night.
I was actually actually hoping this day wouldn't come, but I'm not surprised. God of War has been an intrinsic part of the PlayStation brand since PlayStation 2. And after all these years, it will no longer be a PlayStation exclusive franchise anymore. Not too happy. Daddy Sony, the PC people stole my copy of your game.
Not happy either, man. Stay vocal, we need it. This is a sad day for true PlayStation. And for me, for Linux, is the strategy for being the only thing that gives the PlayStation value PC is to entice PC gamers to play PlayStation 5 for these game sequels. Because any PC gamers with brain cells can tell they're going to bring Ragnarok to PC as well in a few years. So there's no point in knowing the PlayStation 5.
I hate that Sony are doing this. So Sony think this will bring more people to PlayStation? That is what Microsoft thought, and they're hardly selling that many consoles anymore. Oh dear, this is a big mistake. Don't go to Sony headquarters tomorrow. Wow, Sony giving up the PlayStation 4's literal highest rated exclusive already. Well, just like with Horizon Forbidden West, I have to wonder by how much Ragnarok was pushed back so that Santa Monica's devs could work on this. It's not like Nixus is doing these sports jobs all on their own, but that's okay because we're all perfectly fine with having to wait that much longer. Sony's first party games because they want to chase off the PC market, aren't we? I mean, hell, at this point, I think Jim Ryan is just actively looking for ways not to benefit us PlayStation owners. Cause it's clear as day, we aren't the apple of Sony's eye anymore. Nope, PC and soon mobile are, and we PlayStation owners are just the chumps that Sony wants to mislead and charge out the ass. In any case, give us day and date releases already and be done with it, Sony. We know that we're full steam ahead towards a future where PlayStation has no exclusives anymore, and we should appreciate you no longer letting us believe otherwise.
I'm not buying another Sony console. I mean it. I really mean it. I'm going to buy a gaming PC and play God of War at 4K 120 FPS. It will cost me more than the price of owning a Switch old, a PlayStation 5, and an Xbox Series X, and I'll lose all the convenience of a console. But I'm definitely about to put down more than 2,000 pounds on it. Oh, and I'm not bothered that it will have the form factor of a giant brick and make the PlayStation 4 sound whisper quiet because I'll be able to put flashy LEDs in it.
I upgraded my PC for a reason. Thanks, Jim Ryan. If PlayStation games come to PC then PC is going to be my only gaming platform. I never bought Xbox console because their games are bad. Plus, they're on PC day one, Lamau.
I stopped to buy games on PlayStation because exclusivity is ending. I'm jumping to PC.
God of War on PC? What's next? Spider-Man? Actually, just original Spider-Man I think be sick. We don't need to see Miles Morales or 2 on PC anytime soon. Just the first one remastered I think is enough. Jim Ryan really charging $65 for 2018 God of War? It's $19 on PlayStation Store and $7.99 at GameStop. $50, not $65 my friend. Plus $50 is well worth triple-digit frame rates, ultra-wide, DLSS 2.1, better settings and mod support. LOL! The PC port begging is back! LOL! You see the port begging for Final Fantasy 14 to Xbox? LOL! This clown be taking L's left and right! Imagine getting hyped over a 5-year-old game! Imagine some paying $2,000 plus for a PC thinking it's W. They get to play the same game years later as someone who paid $400 up to $500. PlayStation games are strong enough to pull off coming to PC years later. Cause as you can see, PC gamers copying day one. But Xbox and their weak ass lineup, besides a few exceptions, well, they need day and date. Ouch! PC gaming community is a bunch of zealot dogs! I won't become a cultist of them! You hear me? Bunch of zealots! All of them! Ah! Now the long wait for you, PC gamers, to wait God of War Ragnarok port. We will all be in nursery by that time. Haha! I'm so funny making fun of people who don't fall for pre-orders and hype.
Imagine playing this legendary game with a mouse and keyboard. Blech.
You know PC players play these games with a controller.
Hi, top 1% of the PC bagger community.
So funny, so funny.
Only some fucks spend that much on PC, bro. Rest are pirates.
PC bangers have no games, so we gave them a few over 2 years of already playing the shit off them. It's like you are getting a girlfriend with 5 kids, PC cock. Take care of it. I'm definitely not overdosing on copium. Hey yo, where the Xbox fanboys at? I thought we had boring story-driven games! A legend remade, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is coming exclusively to PlayStation 5. It's on PC.
I'm in love with those Xbox Tears. Cry more.
You mad? It's on PC.
We're ecstatic to announce Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Marvel's Wolverine are coming exclusively to PlayStation 5. Stay tuned for more information. PlayStation 4 players right now.
PlayStation 5 owners every time a cross-gen title is announced. Seriously, I'm glad Spider-Man 2 is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Those who got PlayStation 5s feel frustrated that so many games keep being cross-gen. Makes the console feel useless at times. I must gatekeep other people's fun to justify the purchase of my plastic box 5.
If you are a PlayStation 5 owner and don't get a PlayStation 5 till 2023-24, then it's your fault. Definitely not victim blaming here.
Bye-bye, Wolverine from Xbox Forever. Another Marvel character outside from the Xbox system. Marvel hates Xbox players. Why?
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection announcement trailer. Coming early 2022 to PlayStation 5 and PC.
A PC port announcement at an event?
Oh, man!
Imagine waiting 5 years to play a game and not having the money to buy a PlayStation 4 in those years. Copium! Where's my copium? Where's my copium? Copium!
Usually, Phil, other Xbox relatives, devs, have some kind words after a PlayStation show. No, deep silence. They are outplayed.
Trash. Gran Turismo 7 needs online to be able to play single player. No ray tracing and no offline mode. F this game.
You ignorant ass. They have a partnership with FYA. Of course they won't throw away that. Also, Gran Turismo 7 sounds absolutely fire. And the fact that you even compared to Forza shows how even more ignorant you are. Because those two games definitely have nothing in common.
It's the fake outrage society acting like not having internet is some common thing. And you can't just play something else 8 times a year. Your internet is down for a few hours. I hope Xbox Nick enjoy playing 15-year-old games on their console. Number 4, Sony Nick some good. It feels like success in here. Number 4, Xbox such original jokes. I get why Xbox fans are tuning me so much. I mean, what else are they gonna do? Play games? Original joke number 2.
Let this sink in. We've seen more gameplay from God of War Ragnarok than we have for Starfield. And God of War doesn't even have a release date yet. Yikes!
Bro, people are supposedly hyped for Starfield. Why? Because Bethesda's making it? See Cyberpunk 2077. Right now, we know next to nothing about the game. Yet, Xbox community is pinning its hopes and dreams on it. God of War? Proven. Spider-Man? Yup. Knights of the Old Republic? Classic. Wolverine?
Now that the smoke from E3 is cleared, it is so damn obvious to see that Xbox have nothing going on right now. I bet sure the Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 4 Mexico DLC is all they have. This year they've had more shows than exclusive games. 2 exclusives versus 3 shows.
Xbox fanboys going from cross-gen is scalable, no problems, to haha, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West are cross-gen. Also going from exclusives are anti-consumer to exclusives are great, to now this week, exclusives are anti-consumer because of Marvel Sony, the most hypocrite fan base there is.
Yeah, they're just now starting to realize Insomniac's greatness and PlayStation's power with Marvel games.
Spider-Man for the PlayStation 1 in 2000 and Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 in 2021.
Xbox version on the left?
One of the highest rated PlayStation 5 exclusives is owned by Xbox. The best-selling non-Nintendo game on Switch is also owned by Xbox. And one of the breakthrough Game Pass games of the year was developed by Sony. Wouldn't it be nice if the fans could get along too? Yeah, let's embrace a rental service that kills developers and pay influencers to talk good about us.
Relying on Xbox to buy games is that sentence. Bethesda was sold with PlayStation. Bethesda was for several reasons. Spider-Man vs. Venom will be the biggest Insomniac game ever made and best-selling. That's what I'm saying. One company going up, one company going down.
Congrats to Xbox and the whole team on a great showcase. Great time to be a gamer. Thanks, Herman.
Herman isn't just right to say service and gets us games.
The man publicly criticizes PlayStation, its games on PC. Says that Xbox Game Studios releases more quality games than the competition. Buys Bethesda and deletes the PlayStation version of its games. And you congratulate him? This is survival of the strongest, Herman. You need to destroy him, not join sides with him.
When Microsoft buys the whole industry and will have the 13 PlayStation studios to create games because there will no longer be a third party to collaborate, let's see what happens.
In the opening hours of Returnal on PlayStation 5, pulsating combat and a mysterious story come together to offer an exciting blend of Hades and the Alien series. Remember IGN and other games media? You better give this more than a 70. Also remember ponies, you better pony up those $70 if you want a sequel.
And you bots keep paying $1 in Game Pass to receive high quality games like Crackdown, Bleeding Edge, Sea of Thieves, okay? Just leave us with our Game of the Year contenders and winners. Losers gonna be losers and it will never change. Third last place for life.
Discord has reportedly ended its deal talks with Microsoft and has decided to remain independent and focus on a potential initial public offering. Can Discord please add their service to Xbox and PlayStation so we can communicate through crossplay? Sony being pro-consumer? Nah, imagine. It's not like one of the most pro-consumer thing is the ability to play free-to-play games without paying, right? It's not like Microsoft created the paying online services, right? You bots got short memory. I play on PC. Try again. Also, Game Pass is a better deal and blows as PlayStation Now out of the water. Sony is extremely anti-consumer, almost as bad as Nintendo. And how many times did PSN get hacked back in the PlayStation 3 days? Don't care where you play. You just proved my point. You are a PlayStation hater. How many Game of the Year games can you play in $1 pass? PlayStation Now just lacks in accessibility. It has more and better games. PlayStation Plus collection alone, given to PlayStation 5 owners, shit on Game Pass. Not to mention games are yours forever. PlayStation 5 had another great month in the UK during July. It sold almost as many consoles as all the other platforms combined. Almost.
Only X-Files will go bottleneck SX loser brand made for losers. Microsoft and their Xbox followers, you don't understand why Sony Nintendo is better. Not so secret. Better games. I bet Microsoft and Xbox will never get it that they need better games.
Tales of a right sales. PlayStation 5, 58%. PlayStation 4, 28%. Xbox X plus S, 13%. PC, 1%. Combined, that is 86% sold on PlayStation alone. Don't be surprised if, in the future, PlayStation is even getting more exclusives. The player base actually buys their games.
PC gamers don't usually buy new games day one, considering there are hundreds of millions of people in the PC install base proportional to that new game sales are usually low.
PC people don't really buy games, they just pirate them. Xbox gamers don't buy games, so the PlayStation committee save another game.
An update on the Little Big Planet server and online services. Holy hell, can PlayStation stop screwing up for once? No warning of the shutdown at all. You just went and did it. Microsoft warned a year ahead of time when the Halo server started getting sunsetted.
Lemo! PC person does not play Little Big Planet anyway. Fake outrage. PS3 support has been winning down for years. The Uncharted 2 plus 3 and The Last of Us multiplayer went offline years before this.
God of War 18 is beating Skyrim's ass in these IGN polls. This definitely proves that PlayStation is superior.
You voted for it. Now we're making your Xbox Series X mini fridge a reality. Pre-orders start October 19th. Available at retail in December for $99. Details below on first wave of units this holiday across 10 global markets.
I bet the quality will be worse than their games.
They can afford a mini fridge, but no games.
For Xbox to be in last place, having no games doesn't appear to be a threat. Why do PlayStation fans spend time trashing it? I don't get it. You ain't playing on a platform. You're not subscribed to Game Pass. I don't get how Xbox has such impact on people not connected to the platform.
And you can't expect the gaming community to remain silent when there is a minority pushing an agenda of a future of gaming behind the subscription service. It's almost our responsibility to protect our hobby from a business model that could potentially change things for the worst. Vote with your wallets, my fellow gamers, and support Sony's monopoly.
Take-Two's CEO does not want new games on Game Pass.
Good! They make more by selling them themselves. Game Pass is not profitable unless you're not making sales, and it's your last resort.
Microsoft could buy Take-Two for $40 billion. And even if it's an Xbox ecosystem exclusive, PC are included. People would literally buy an Xbox to play GTA 6 if it was an exclusive.
Yeah. Same shit we hear, yet they're buying Poverty Studios.
Poverty Studios? They acquire indie games for the variety, dumbass. And I didn't know that $7.5 billion was poverty.
Poverty! Bethesda is a garbage studio making low-end budget games.
There is in no way over 100 actually great games on Game Pass. Lol, so much fodder. What's this? I hear Microsoft is going to buy Valve. We all know a PC is just an Xbox. They're one and the same and got no games. From what I've seen, a lot of exclusives are cutting corners to make development cheaper to stick them on Game Pass versus PlayStation, who are overspending to make sure their games are the most highest of quality. That leaves haters hating and PC gamers drooling for a PC release. Got him!
Squid Game will generate $891 million in impact value for Netflix. The show cost just $21.4 million to produce.
Meanwhile, Halo costed $500 million to produce and will reward Microsoft a profit of full $43.2.
Congratulations to Xbox for taking home the crown for Best Games Console.
How come it won from editor's choice and not real gamers? And why was PlayStation chosen as the best platform by gamers and Ratchet winning best overall game? The That's domination!
I swear I've never seen a more sus fan base than Xbox. When you prove them wrong, disprove any of their crazy comedy, I'll go personal and sus. Never seen anything like it. You can't debate with games you've already lost. Making it gay and personal just exposes it you well. Even Microsoft acknowledges Xbox has no games.
Do you think Nathan Birch is Microsoft? Xbox boss Phil Spencer has said in a new interview that it's definitely not done buying game studios. There's no quota.
First manage the 23 studios you just gobbled up, Xbox. Proof that you are competent first, then you can go on destroy all the studio's future.
You're talking to a person who doesn't even know what work means. They wait on other third-party publishers / developers so they can acquire them.
That is Sony. Save me from the Microsoft boogeyman.
Xbox can do 8K. The pain of being an Xbox lover.
A description of review scores: 90 plus, must play. 80 plus, very good. 70 plus, good with issues. 60 plus, available on Xbox.
14 minutes of direct feed Forza Horizon 5 gameplay running on Xbox Series X. Looks nice, but no real innovations as far as I can see. The standard Xbox formula. Do the same thing over and over again and put a number next to the title. There are no numbers behind Ratchet and Clank, and I don't play Gran Turismo.
I thought it's good if there wasn't Android. Xbox is good if there wasn't PlayStation. Both Xbox and iPhone compete in the same respective markets, and they are comfortably inferior products. I would argue that they are pretty useless when compared to their competitors. I don't agree with the iPhone and Xbox comparison. iPhones are high quality products and their operative system is very stable and dependable. Comparing Xbox to iPhone is giving Xbox way too much credit. Xbox is dog shit, mediocrity, and Microsoft can put out high quality games to save their lives. Had a nightmare last night that ya boy only owned an Xbox and a PC for all my gaming needs. Thank heavens I woke up from that foolishness.
Microsoft just put out basically a first-party title on Series X at 1440p and 14 FPS with no ray tracing. You can make this up. I know no one cares about flight sims and it's stupid to talk about, but the point needs to be made. It's over $120 to buy full game plus Marketplace. Ubisoft Junior. PlayStation rarely does microtransactions. Charge $9.99 for an update that will be worth every penny. Same energy.
Xbox playing Flight Simulator and feeling like they're leaving the house for the first time in years.
Bolts hyped up Psychonauts 2 as their exclusive game of the year and then turned over and went to bed. They didn't even play that shit. Sucks. Another Gears high versus scenario. This is why the hardware will go away and Xbox will become a third-party publisher. The fan base don't support him.
Hey Herman, my PlayStation 5 must be broken cause it keeps on doing ray tracing in hardware. But all the Xbox fanboys told me it couldn't. Something is definitely wrong with mine.
Shut your old ass up. They ain't paying you.